Yo, what is up, folks? This is Johnny Bnq coming at you with the newest episode of the Bnq and Goof show. So we was really busy last week. We didn't get an episode in. So there's a lot of stuff to go over this week. A lot of stuff we missed. First and foremost, Goff is again not here today. He had he had to give a speech at a conference in Dublin, Ireland. So he's going to be there for a couple of months. We don't know if he's going to be able to be on the show for a little while. So it's going to kind of just be me solo for a little while, I guess. And Goff told me this. I don't know if he wants me to say it on the show, but he actually found out he had an illegitimate child, which is kind of suspicious to me because the kid's like 27 years old. And that's like even older than Goff is. So it's kind of sus if you ask me, but anyway, that's his business. But a lot of stuff going on with the show. One quick announcement before we get into all the stuff we missed last week, missing last week's episode. On this channel, I will be adding a new series called Big Talk. I kind of just saw that off the top of my head. That's fine, but it's going to be featuring me interviewing different people every week. I don't know when I'll get that started. It might not be next week. It might be a couple weeks out, but because there's a couple of different people I'm trying to get to interview. We gotta wait for things to turn out, and so a lot of exciting stuff coming up with the show. But other than that, what about the Phillies, bro? World Series? Man, I gotta say, I did not expect them to make a year. Before the season, before the playoffs started, I thought, it's cool that we just made the playoffs. I didn't expect much. I thought we might get past the first round. That's maybe it. But man, now we're here. I really feel like we're going to make it. Split the first two games against the Astros, 1-1. Coming into Philly, I think that's a pretty good start. Coming back to Philly, 1-1. I mean, I honestly think we could sweep them in Philly and finish this thing off. But I mean, that's really exciting. It's really great. I'm currently actually in the process of watching the Eagles game right now as we speak. It's halftime while I'm making this. We're up 21-10 against the Steelers. It looks like we're just going to be, beating the brakes off them more or less. Really, and this just makes me think my expectations before the season was that the Eagles would probably be a first round exit in the playoffs, would be probably the best they could do. And I figured the same thing about the Phillies before they came in. And now it's looking like we can get, World Series champs, Super Bowl champs. I mean, none of that looks like it's unrealistic now, especially for the Phillies already in the daggone World Series. But, man, it's a great time to be a Philadelphia fan right now. I mean, except for the Sixers, they look like they stink. I don't really get. I don't understand what's going on with the Sixers. But other than that, let's keep it positive. We're not going to talk about the Sixers right now. And they got a win last night against Chicago, so that's cool. But let's keep it positive. Let's talk about the Eagles. Let's talk about the Phillies. They're doing great. It's a great time to be a Philadelphia fan, mostly. I mean, plus it's the beginning of the season. You don't know how the Sixers are going to be. Anyway. And not only that, I don't know if anybody watches Major League Soccer, but today is the conference finals against, who are they playing? New York, I think. But anyway, the Philadelphia Union's in the conference finals of the MLS championship, so they could be MLS champions. We could realistically be looking at 4 professional sports titles in Philadelphia this year, and that's really exciting to watch. It's a really great. Man, I gotta chill out, bro. Anyway, the Flyers got a couple. They're doing pretty good. They're one of the top 10 teams in the NHL this year. But of course, with the Sixers and the Flyers, it's kind of early to really tell what the season's going to be like with them. We don't like to get too up or down on ourselves in a 82 game season when it's not even 10 games in yet. So, but back to the Phillies. There's something I really want to mention before we move on to anything else. The home run Bryce Harper hit against the Padres to clinch a World Series World Series berth. I probably rewatched that 100 times, maybe. I don't know, maybe 100 times exactly. But I've watched it several dozen times. Like anytime it comes on, I watch it. Anytime I see it on my Twitter feed, I watch it, because that to me is one of the greatest moments probably in baseball history that I've seen, like with my own two eyes, in person. Well, I wasn't there in person, but I witnessed visually with my physical eyeballs. So man, this team has just been. There's something special about it. There's something that, it just, even though they shouldn't, on paper, objectively, if we look at things, there's no reason that the Philadelphia Phillies, should have even beat the Cardinals, should have beat the Braves, should have beat the Padres. And there's no objective, statistical, on paper reason they should beat the Astros. The Astros are one of the best teams in baseball, even though they're a bunch of dirty cheaters. Everyone saw the game last night. But, hats off to them. They're good. I mean, it's kind of easy to be good when you cheat. But other than that, they're a great team. No disrespect to them. But, there's not a lot of people that would pick Philadelphia to win. But for me, I don't know if it's just me, but I just feel like this team cannot lose this championship series. They've just defied the odds so many times in this playoffs. And I mean, I just can't comprehend them not doing it again against the Astros and coming home with that World Series title. But yeah, looking forward to that. They're back in Philly tomorrow for Game 3. Really looking forward to that game. I'm expecting Philadelphia to bring that energy, and it's honestly, like I said earlier, I am predicting a sweep at home, and then I really think we win this series 4-1. I mean, I think we've got this. I really do. I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to jinx anything. But I'm right here, right now, saying Philadelphia in 5. That's my take. Moving on, the Eagles look, like I said, it's halftime right now. I'm watching the Eagles game against the Steelers. The Eagles are beating the Steelers pretty badly, 21-10 at halftime. Jalen looks incredible. A.J. Brown, holy cow, man. First Eagles player since, I can't remember the fellow's name, but to have three receiving touchdowns in the first half, that's pretty incredible. I'm really expecting more of the same in the second half. The Steelers have one of the worst offenses in the league. Let's just keep it real. They're probably the worst. If you look at it, statistically, they're just about the worst in every overall category. So I really expect us to keep bringing it to them in the next half. And crap, it's starting right now. So I'm probably gonna cut this podcast short because I'm getting back to watching the game. I think it just came back on. Thanks for watching the show. It was a short episode this week. It was kind of all over the place because there had a lot of stuff going on, and not a lot of time to get it out. But so I'm gonna get back to watching this game. And thanks for watching. What do I say? Oh yeah, go Birds. Go Phillies. Go Philadelphia Union. I forgot to mention them. But they're going for the championship as well. So this may be one of the greatest weeks in Philadelphia sports histories. We're looking forward to that. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, or like the video, subscribe to the channel. You get the drill. Yeah, go Birds. Life rips.